The only voice that matters is the voice of the jury, and the jury has spoken.
Right now, former President Donald Trump is guilty on all 34 counts in his criminal trial. We have the details, plus reaction from voters.
And this hour, UW Madison professor is going to join us live in studio to break it all down.
And temperatures out there across Dane County, upper 40s, lower 50s. We'll talk about the changes that we're going to see this weekend coming up.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Shane Hogan.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for tuning in this morning. We're going to have more on the former president's conviction, reaction, how we move forward after this, all in extensive coverage here in just a moment. But first, we are going to get to Savannah.
Yeah, Savannah outside on the weather patio. Savannah, how's it feeling out there?
It's a little chilly, guys, but this weekend overall is going to bring warmer temperatures. But with the warm-ups, so do humidity levels. Those are going to be on the rise, and then storm chances are going to return. For now, though, temperatures across Dane County, upper 40s, lower 50s. We now have fallen to 49 degrees in Madison. Temperatures out there all across southern Wisconsin, kind of all over the place. It's cooler along the lake, but towards La Crosse, Decorah, temperatures there are close to the 60-degree mark still. La Crosse was actually holding on to 60, now at 58. But we are going to see temperatures rise pretty quickly all the way into the upper 70s today across most of southern Wisconsin. It will be a little bit cooler for Saturday, but then again, warming up for Sunday. Friday night into Saturday morning, some showers. Most of Friday, if not all, is going to be okay. Those showers should develop about 6 a.m. tomorrow west of Madison. So even the early morning looks okay Saturday, but then late morning into the early afternoon, that's when showers are going to ramp up. Near 80 on Sunday. Alert day for Monday, guys. We'll talk about the threats we could see and time out what we could have and anticipate across southern Wisconsin coming up for the start of our work week.
All right, Savannah, thank you. For the first time in U.S. history, a former president is convicted of a crime. Sketches here of the scene in the Manhattan courtroom yesterday as the verdict was laid out. Donald Trump, charged with falsifying business records to hide hush money payments his lawyer made to an adult film actress ahead of the 2016 election.
There were 34 counts being considered in this trial, and the former president was found guilty on all of them. CBS News' Jared Hill outside of Trump Tower with more on the verdict, the reaction, and what comes next.
Former President Donald Trump, now a convicted felon, is vowing to appeal.
I'm a very innocent man. We'll keep fighting. We'll fight till the end.
Trump was convicted on all 34 counts of falsifying business records to hide reimbursements to former fixer Michael Cohen, who paid adult film star Stormy Daniels $130,000 in the run-up to the 2016 election. That money to keep quiet about an alleged sexual encounter with Trump. It took the 12 jurors 11 hours to reach a verdict.
The only voice that matters is the voice of the jury, and the jury has spoken.
In a statement, attorneys for Michael Cohen called the verdict a testament to his credibility, that credibility attacked by Trump lawyer Todd Blanche during the trial and again last night on CNN.
They looked past what we thought were fatal flaws in Mr. Cohen's story and his past, and they reached a guilty verdict.
With the fight out of the courtroom for now, Trump pivoted to politics last night, attending a fundraiser after his guilty verdict. The conviction puts an unprecedented spin on the presidential election.
The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people.
The Trump campaign almost immediately pushed fundraising messages, claiming he's a political prisoner. President Biden's campaign also fundraising with a message: there is still only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, at the ballot box. Trump's sentencing is scheduled for July 11th, just 4 days before the Republican National Convention. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
The White House counsel's office has released a statement after the verdict saying, quote, "We respect the rule of law and have no additional comment."
Many prominent Republicans are doubling down now on attempting to discredit the trial. Here's the chair of the Wisconsin Republican Party.
President Trump will appeal this rigged verdict, as he should, and try to get some justice. But there was no justice in New York today. There's no question about that.
And more reaction coming in from elected officials representing Wisconsin. Republican Senator Ron Johnson posting on X saying in part, quote, "How can this not be considered the most egregious example of election interference?"
Meantime, Democratic Congressman Mark Pocan posted a GIF on social media of late-night talk show anchor Seth Meyers with the words, "Guilty as hell."
Well, there's a lot going on. Joining us now to break everything down is Mike Wagner, of course, a professor of journalism and mass comm at UW-Madison. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Good to be here.
Well, what does the research tell you about how this verdict is going to shape the presidential election?
Well, first, this is unprecedented, so we don't have historical research to build on. But what polling has shown over the last several months is that this is likely to cause somewhere between a 1 on the low end and 6 on the high end percentage point drop for support of President Trump. I think it's probably closer to the 1% than the 6%, but these are going to be close elections in swing states, and that kind of distance or change could be determinative.
So, you know, this election we've been talking about, like you just said, is going to be decided on these swing states, right? This verdict here is not going to change the mind of millions across the country, but could it change enough in that small margin in states like Wisconsin and Pennsylvania and Michigan where that they really could have an impact on the outcome in November?
Yeah, there are people who voted for Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden. And these folks are looking at an election where they find some things they don't like about Joe Biden, but now they have this additional thing about Donald Trump, 34 felony convictions so far. He has other cases still pending. And in the mind of some voters, they might be thinking to themselves, I have to consider voting for someone who may not even be able to vote for himself, given his conviction, if he votes in the state of Florida, whereas a felony wouldn't be able to vote until he'd served his term.
I mean, we heard from the chair of the Wisconsin Republican Party there. We heard from Senator Ron Johnson. I mean, they are casting some very serious doubt on the system, calling it egregious election interference. The sham narrative that Donald Trump, I mean, it's filtered down to state Republican parties. Casting doubt on the system, if you don't accept that the system works, what challenge does that prevent long-term down the road past November?
It's the classic strategy of blaming the refs when you lose the game. And here we've had a very garden variety trial. Like, this was a very normal trial. And the convictions were quite clear. There was no ambiguity in the jury's decision. President Trump had his day in court. He lost. This is a person who now has been convicted of doing something that was, basically hiding things from the American people while trying to become president. In his presidency, he was impeached twice and then lost his re-election bid, and each time has blamed someone else.
But he's never been more popular, I believe, than he is right now.
He is extremely popular amongst Republicans. He has less support amongst independents than he did earlier. And so this is the kind of thing that might hurt him with independent voters, but it's also the kind of thing that might spur Republicans who were on the fence about voting in the first place to show up and vote because of their distrust in the system.
All right, well, we've got a lot more to talk about. Mike's going to be joining us coming up in our next half hour as well. Mike, good to talk to you as always.
You too.
Thanks again. All right, 6:07 now. If you want to see all of our coverage of the conviction across all of our platforms, we've put it in one nice, easy to find space for you. Just go to the Channel 3000 mobile app, download it if you don't have it.
All right, time is 6:07. We're taking a look outside. Savannah, what's coming up in your first warn forecast?
Yeah, guys, we have an alert day on Monday. We'll talk about the conditions we could see across southern Wisconsin coming up.
Also ahead, the Badger football schedule is coming into focus. We'll have those newly released kickoff times.
And it's going to be a big weekend in the 608. We're live on State Street this morning with a preview of Cars on State, making its return for its 15th year tomorrow.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not going to leave me here, are you?
Right now, you can lease a sporty new Toyota RAV4 for $309 a month. See your local Toyota dealer today or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ryder Chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your home renewal with 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows ends Friday. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feltco.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Ordinary is the opposite of beautiful. Because beauty excites. It energizes. It drops our jaws. Dilates our eyes. Makes us look twice. A beautiful home, a beautiful life, is something we create. And we can start right now at Floor & Decor.
After a serious crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. Your future, your family's future, your quality of life. That's why knowledge and results matter in big truck cases. And not all law firms have the know-how or the resources to handle these complicated cases. At Gruber Law Offices, we have the experience it takes to make sure you're protected. And there's never a fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Happening this weekend in the 608, the Cars on State Classic Car Shows making its comeback to the heart of downtown.
That's right. Our Josh Sprider is live on State Street this morning with a sneak peek. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning, you guys. Boy, do we have a treat for you. We're giving you an early sneak peek at what you can expect for Cars on State making its return to State Street tomorrow. We have 3 cars that we're going to get a closer look at this morning. I want to start with Cass. Cass, you're one of the organizers, and this is going to be your 15th year of the event. That's a long time.
Yes, it is, and it's something that we've wanted to do for a long time. There's a lot of different cars, different people that come to it, car people, but just general families that come out and see the cars.
I just love how much of a difference there are between all of these vehicles, even the 3 that we have here this morning. Talk about yours behind us here.
Mine's a 66 Mustang. It's a poppy red. It's a red-orange combination. I've had it for 28 years now, and it's always something that's got to be done to them, of course. They're older cars, but they're a lot of fun to drive. It's, I don't know, just a classic, fun car.
It's fun because I think whatever generation you are, there's something you probably can relate to with some of these vehicles that you see out here on State Street.
Yeah, so get people that'll walk up and say, oh, my mom used to own one of these back in the 70s, and Grandpa used to drive it in the 60s, and it was passed down generation to generation. People just really love it. There's a lot of stories that go with these cars.
So this is going to be happening here tomorrow on State Street. So what do people need to know if they're interested?
On State Street, we will have cars starting at the 100 block going all the way down to the 600 block on one side of the street. They come down, look at the cars, talk to the car owners, because they love to talk about their cars, how they fixed them. Some people have books on what was done to the different cars and stuff. It's just a nice, easy afternoon or total day coming up and down the street, relaxing. The restaurants and bars will all be open, outside seating, sit down, enjoy a meal, a drink. People watch if that's what you like to do, because there'll be a lot of people coming down.
Yeah, it's a lot. We have one of the owners, another owner here this morning. I want to get to Eric over here. Eric, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
So talk about your car behind us. What do we have here?
This is a 1988 Lotus Esprit Turbo. It was the 40th anniversary edition. As such, it has pearlescent white paint with a special interior that was in, just for this model of car.
Yeah, it's a pretty blue interior.
Yes, and 88 were made, and this is number 54.
How long have you had this car?
Probably about 8 years. And my favorite feature is probably the lack of a cup holder and cruise control. This is a driver's car. You're meant to feel the road. It's balanced perfectly. It's a lot of fun to drive.
I love it. And this is your first year being a part of this event, too.
It is. I tried to get involved the year of COVID, and of course, that was canceled. So glad to be here and help Cass out with his efforts.
I love it. Well, Eric, Cass, thank you so much. Of course, we're just getting started out here on a Friday morning. You can come out here to check out the cars on state for yourself tomorrow. More details up on channel3000.com. Taking us back in history this morning, guys. We love to see it.
We sure do. Josh, thanks.
So cool. Thanks, Josh.
Josh is always looking for inspiration to share. If you have an idea, let him know about it. It might wind up on TV.
There you go.
All right, a live look at the U.S. Drought Monitor this morning. The latest data just released yesterday. It shows most of the state not in a drought. There is a section there in Sauk and Richland County that are abnormally dry. It comes as we're experiencing some showers in the coming days.
Yeah, that's right. Our Savannah Brito is here with your first warm weather forecast. Savannah, what are we in store for this weekend, and how's that drought monitor looking to you?
Yeah, so this is that drought monitor, a closer look at that. Wisconsin Dells, areas south of Camp Douglas, Watoma, still abnormally dry, which technically is not considered a drought. That same area around Wisconsin Dells was under, though, a moderate drought, a level 1 out of 5 or 4, if you will. That was the case last week, and there are more showers in store for us tomorrow, Sunday, and then into early next week. So could see changes to this next Thursday as the one next week is going to be released. The 1st of June kicks off tomorrow, meteorological summer. Our average high and low 75 and 53. As we get closer to the end of the month, 82 and 61. That's what temperatures will rise to. Precipitation on average the month of June, at least in Madison, we usually see about 5 1/4 of an inch. That's what we actually just saw for May. So May, recapping 2024 in Madison, it was 5 degrees, about 5 degrees above average, and the precipitation was well above average. We saw on average what we usually see for June. 50 in Verona, currently 49 in Madison, 47 in Deerfield, 49 in Stoughton. Temperatures all across southern Wisconsin, all over the place. We have some areas along the lake down to the upper 30s. La Crosse near 60 degrees. Monroe is at 51, and Janesville at 48 degrees this morning. We will warm up, all of us getting into the mid to upper 70s today for the most part. Showers eventually going to track in. All of Friday looks okay, and then the rain eventually moves in as we're heading into early Saturday. So you might want the rain gear if you're heading out early Saturday morning into the mid-afternoon. By late afternoon, I would say mid to late afternoon, that's when all the rain can be expected to move out of here. And as the showers move closer to Madison, they do look to fizzle out. Could see a couple of pockets of heavier rain, but it's not going to be a washout like what we just had last Sunday. More isolated showers in store for us on Sunday, but again, not a washout, just off and on showers, mainly later in the day on Sunday. An alert day out for Monday, temperatures warming up. Dew points are really going to rise, so it will be humid out there Sunday and Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, tracking a couple isolated storms ending early Wednesday. Temperatures are going to be in the lower 80s though, and then it will be a little bit cooler as we're heading into Thursday and Friday next week.
In 3 months, the Badgers will kick off year 2 of the Luke Fickell era, and the 2024 campaign will begin under the lights at Camp Randall. With Wisconsin hosting Western Michigan on Friday, August 30th for an 8 o'clock kick. The following week, South Dakota will come to town for a 2:30 kickoff. And get this, the Battle of the Axe will start at 11 o'clock on Black Friday. Now, the last time UW played on Black Friday was back in 2005 at Hawaii. Next week, Wisconsin will be sending 6 athletes out to Tracktown, USA, otherwise known as Eugene, Oregon, to compete in the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships. And for most of the Badgers, they've ran, jumped, and thrown at the championships before. But for freshman Andrew Casey, who qualified in the 800, this is a brand new experience for him.
You know, just like a year ago, I was running at the Minnesota State track meet, and now I find myself going to the national meet for NCAAs. So at first it was just a goal to make it Big Tens, but it's really exciting.
I mean, the whole season's sort of been leading towards this one moment, but at the same time, like, all we're doing is running. It's the same, like, we've raced so many times, like, it's the same sort of deal as every other race. But yeah, this one carries more weight.
Brewers wrapping up their 4-game series with Craig Counsell and the Cubs. Tied at 4 in the 8th, and Gary Sanchez bangs the 2-run shot to center for what would be the game winner. The Crew take 3 of 4 from the Cubbies with a 6-4 win. Tickets were punched to next week's state softball tournament, and our area will be well represented at Goodman Diamond. Sun Prairie East, Watertown, Milton, and Broadhead are all headed back to state, while Lake Mills and Cuba City are making their first appearance. And let's kick it. Division III regional soccer, McFarland hosting Jefferson, and the Spartans got off to a strong start. Elise Freeman goes corner pocket to put McFarland on the board. And she wasn't done yet. A couple minutes later, Spartans on the attack again, and Freeman puts another one home as McFarland moves on to the next round. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thank you, Zach. You too. Still ahead, we'll show you how a good Samaritan made a fiery rescue on a highway here in Wisconsin.
And coming up in our next half hour, we'll have more on that guilty verdict in former President Trump's criminal trial. We're going to continue to get some analysis from UW-Madison professor when News 3 Now This Morning comes back.
And as we had a break on this Friday morning, we're taking a look at gas prices here. We're back after this.
Zach Hanley, News 3 Now Sports, moving forward.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit Plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Hanson's knows what your home means to you. It's where you feel safe, comfortable, protected, and of course, no other place provides you with as much joy. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are all backed by our guarantee. So you can feel happy in your home for years to come. With professional installation and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert, exceeding homeowners' expectations for over 30 years. Get 60% off installation with high-quality craftsmanship you can count on. Or enjoy no interest and no payments for 2 years. From windows to roofing to siding to gutters to bathtubs and showers, no one's got you covered like we do.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile. This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Memorial Day. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattress, and we designed it to help make aches and pains a thing of the past. Because our most advanced, infinitely adaptable Tempur material eases your pressure points inch by inch and molecule by molecule in a way no other mattress can. All night, every night.
Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
All right, we are back here at 624 sharing Linda's morning with everyone.
All right, loud and proud.
Sandhill Cranes.
There it is. There it is.
I got it wrong last hour because I don't know about birds. But Linda sharing some kissing sandhill cranes.
That's right. keeping an eye on the schoolyard there, it looks like.
Looks like it. All right, thanks for sending us the picture, Linda. We appreciate it. All right, Shane, what are we talking about this morning?
Okay, we've got a wild one here this morning, and it's a great story. Take a look at this rescue by a good Samaritan from a fiery crash. This is
a wild video.
On Interstate 41 in Wisconsin, kind of near the Green Bay Appleton area. A semi-truck tipped over after a crash and caught fire. Another truck driver, Randall Didan, drove by, noticed the driver of the fiery truck still inside.
Kidding.
So he pulled over and went and pulled the woman out of the truck.
Oh, how brave.
I mean, unbelievable. All this while making his way through knee-high mud and oil and diesel fuel. The woman asked him why he risked his life to pull the rescue off. His response, "It's just what I do."
And it's that fight or flight mentality. It's your natural instinct kicks in and goes in overdrive. Thank goodness.
You know, this is an unbelievable story. Absolutely saved her life and risked his own to do so. And, you know, we were talking last hour. It's always cool, these kinds of stories, you know, when those two people can kind of connect or, you know, become lifelong friends, or, you know, you hear stories about that stuff all the time. And I know for one thing that that woman is very grateful that that guy's decided to stop and pull her out. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just amazing to see that she's doing, you know, as well as she is now, considering how crazy those flames were and how dangerous that situation was.
Glad to see they're both all right.
And all caught on camera. Wild. All right, let's check in with Savannah real quick to see one of the last bus stop forecasts we're going to have. Not too many of these left.
Yeah, true. Kids are going out for summer break. Partly cloudy, warmer conditions today. When that all changes, and we'll talk about rain chances and your forecast for the weekend coming up.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Win a hand paint jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Jeep Grand Cherokee and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Breast cancer is the most common form of cancer in women. Join the News 3 Now team in the fight against breast cancer at the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk, Saturday, June 8th at the Alliant Energy Center.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing at your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit cubcadetdealers.com.
I'm engaged and I am getting married next April. If I hadn't done Invisalign, I probably would be dreading the wedding photos, which is not how you want to feel going into your wedding day.
Trust your feet to Morgan's shoes.
Why Nout? Why not? Feel the comfort and durability of Nout footwear at Morgan Shoes. Nout shoes and sandals feature full-grain leathers in a multitude of colors. Nout's cork and latex composite insole is designed for daily comfort and support, and they are made to last. You'll enjoy Nout's luxury. Shop Morgan Shoes Hilldale for your next pair.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes Hilldale.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Listen up. I devised a plan to find better home internet, guys. Madison, you scout the web for the best deals. Peggy, you monitor our projected data usage. And Ellen...
Avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular Home Internet. No more guesswork, and it is faster than ever.
All right, new plan. You sign us up for U.S. Cellular Home Internet. Clipper and I will try it out by streaming the game in our new sports theater.
Is that a grill?
And a hot tub for you.
U.S. Cellular new and improved home internet. Just $34.99 when bundled with a wireless plan.
Win a hand-pay jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Jeep Grand Cherokee and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Right now, Donald Trump guilty on all counts. What his lawyer says they'll do next to fight the verdict.
Plus, a look at the latest polling on the trial and what the verdict could mean for the former president's campaign.
Temperatures are cool out there, but we're already starting to see a few areas warm up. That'll be the pattern the next couple of days.
Well, good Friday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Shane Hogan. We've got a lot to get to today, of course. We're going to have more analysis on the Trump verdict coming up here in the next few minutes.
First, let's get to Savannah on the patio where things are warming up quickly. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, guys. Yeah, that'll be the similar case to what we saw yesterday. Temperatures warmed really quickly once the sun did rise. It's up now. We're waking up to clear skies, but clouds will eventually move in. 49 currently in Madison, 50 in Middleton, 50 also in Belleville. Outside of that, across southern Wisconsin, there is a little bit of a temperature gradient. If you go east to west or west to east, temperatures west are a lot warmer. Along the lake, it's cooler. Some areas like Waukesha only at 39 degrees, but we will start to see warmer temperatures out there as early as tonight into tomorrow morning, and then the next couple of days as well. We warm up into the mid to upper 70s today, and then we do have days looking ahead that will reach the 80s, but with the warmth comes the threat of storms. Strong to severe storms alert day for Monday. All of southern Wisconsin, the threats we'll have to watch for as well as the timing. Right now it looks to be afternoon and evening, but we could see a morning round as well. Could peak and limit our storm chances for later in the day if we do see morning shower activity. We'll keep you guys up to date.
Thanks, Savannah. Hey, and as we look ahead to that alert day Monday and prepare for some showers over the weekend, make sure you've got that Channel 3000 First Warn weather app. You can download it wherever you get yours.
Now back to the historic verdict in Donald Trump's election interference trial. A jury of 12 Americans found the former president guilty of 34 counts of falsifying business records.
This makes Trump the first former president to be convicted of felony crimes. Video here showing Trump returning to Trump Tower after receiving that guilty verdict. The jury found Trump had his former lawyer pay off an adult film star to hide their affair from voters ahead of the 2016 election. Trump denies the affair happened.
Trump's defense lawyer Todd Blanche made an appearance on CNN last night. Here's what he said about what the Trump team plans to do moving forward.
As soon as we can appeal, we will. And the process in New York is there's a sentencing, and then we appeal from there.
That sentencing is scheduled for July 11th. That's just 4 days before the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, where Donald Trump is poised to receive the party's presidential nomination.
Trump is fighting this verdict, saying that the judge was conflicted after receiving his guilty verdict. He spoke briefly to the press outside the courthouse.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial. The real verdict is going to be November 5th by the people. And they know what happened here, and everybody knows what happened here.
Trump and House Speaker Mike Johnson claimed the charges were political, though there is no evidence President Biden or his administration had any role in launching or running the Manhattan District Attorney's prosecution. President Biden has not commented directly on the case or the verdict yet. He did post on social media that there's only one way to keep Donald Trump out of the Oval Office, and that is at the ballot box.
Now, when it comes to voting, this verdict could have a real impact. Marquette Law School polled 902 registered voters between May 6th and May 15th. In that poll, voters were asked about how a guilty verdict could impact their vote. Director of Marquette Law School poll, Charles Franklin, spoke with our Eric Franke about where voters are standing on the verdict.
In the guilty condition, Biden led by 4 points. In the not guilty condition, Trump led by 6 points. So sort of mid-single digits difference in direction in each of those. Now we'll see the truth, because in the next week or two, there'll be a ton of polling, and we'll see if there's any real shift or not.
Well, let's get a closer look at some of these numbers here. Again, the latest national polling shows Biden leading by 4 points under the condition that Trump was convicted. That is a little within the margin of error, which is plus or minus 4.6 percentage points.
People here in Wisconsin will be some of the most influential voters this election. Both the Trump and Biden campaigns are focused heavily on the swing state. Our crew spoke with 2 voters about their thoughts on Trump's trial and how a guilty verdict could impact their votes.
I think we're just making history. Every year in America, something's new. And I think he should be charged for everything he's done, and hopefully he goes to jail.
I'm not sure Trump got a fair trial, right? I'm just not happy with the way the last 4 years have gone. So I'm going to vote for Trump. If he's the nominee, I'm going to vote for Trump. And I'm not a huge pro-Trump guy. I'm not an anti-Trump guy.
Both of those voters we just heard from say they are unhappy with both presidential candidates. A reminder, this is not the only one of Trump's criminal cases. He faces charges in the classified documents case, that's the Mar-a-Lago case, where 40 counts there of mishandling sensitive government records. There's also the 2020 election case in which Trump's charged with 4 counts for an alleged plot to subvert the transfer of power after the 2020 election. And there's the Georgia state case, the Georgia election case, in which Trump and 18 of his allies are charged with scheming to overturn the 2020 results. Those trials will not likely start before the November 5th election, though.
All right, lot to digest this morning. Joining us now to break it all down, Mike Wagner, of course, a professor at UW. Mike, thanks for waking up with us.
Good to be with you.
All right, so we have some very narrow margins in all of these swing states. Is this verdict going to impact what type of voter? I mean, is paying attention to this close enough that it's going to sway? What does that voter look like in some of these swing states that are crucial for November 5th?
I think that, well, first of all, we don't know for sure. This is unprecedented, but we would guess, our best guess would be this would affect the kind of voter that pays attention late in the election cycle, that doesn't have strong partisan feelings one way or the other, might have voted for Barack Obama and Donald Trump and Joe Biden, you know, the kind of person who might go in multiple directions, probably a suburban voter, probably middle-aged, probably some college but not completing college education. These are some of the categories of folks we might think about as the potential swing voter.
And that's not a huge number of voters, right?
No.
I mean, a lot of people already have their minds made up, but the kind of voter you just described is going to make or break this election, and it's a kind of voter that is very familiar here in Wisconsin. I just think back to the midterms. We saw a lot of split ticket with Governor Evers and Senator Ron Johnson both getting reelected here. Do you think, you know, the importance of Wisconsin and these other swing states are really going to decide November? Because it really could only take, you know, 10, 20,000 votes in each of the 5 swing states.
It could take even less than that.
Right.
So I think in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, these are the states that are really going to decide the election. A few thousand votes here or there could make the difference. And so something like this, an unprecedented felony conviction of a former president, could be enough for some voters to say, I'm going to stick with the president or just stay home.
Right.
So we have the Republican National Convention coming up in Milwaukee on in the middle of July. That's just a few days after that the former president is scheduled to be sentenced. How is this going to change the Republican National Convention and the messaging going forward now that Trump is a convicted felon?
It puts the party in a difficult position because they're traditionally known and characterize themselves as a party of law and order. And here's a situation where a free and fair trial resulted in 34 felony convictions. It's possible, but not likely, that the former president could be sentenced to prison days before he goes to the RNC convention. And so how they deal with this will probably be to do what we've seen with Wisconsin elite Republicans, you know, criticizing the decision, saying it's unfair, saying it's politically motivated, those sorts of things.
Yeah, but when you throw the whole system into question of the validity of everything, when you claim everything is rigged and all the different steps along the way, that nothing works and the system is broken, I mean, that puts us in uncharted waters.
If we can't trust the referees and we can't trust the rules, we have no order. And we have a situation where a non-trivial number of Republicans in Wisconsin don't think that Joe Biden won the election, even though he did. A majority of Republicans think that Biden won, but some don't. And these folks are rabid supporters of the former president. And that distrust of the system is going to be something that is a big part of this election cycle, I think.
Well, if we thought all eyes were going to be on Milwaukee before this, they certainly will be this coming summer. Mike, thank you as always for the insight. Really important stuff.
You can follow up on all of our coverage on the verdict on the Channel 3000 mobile app. You can download it for free wherever you get your apps.
Time is 6:38. Today marks 7 years since the deadly explosion at Didan Milling in Cambria. That blast killed 5 people and injured more than a dozen others. An investigation found the mill's operations created hazards that led to the explosion. Now, this could have been prevented if Didan followed proper safety protocols. The latest update we have on the explosion is that Didan has agreed to pay nearly $2 million in a settlement with the U.S. Labor Department. Didan's also paying millions to the estates of the workers killed in the explosion for falsifying cleaning and baghouse logs at the mill. As part of the settlement, Didan will make safety improvements. 7 company officials are facing legal punishment for trying to cover up Didan's role in the explosion.
6:39. Savannah's got a look at what's coming up in the forecast. Hey, Savannah.
For your Friday, but we are tracking some rain moving in Saturday and an alert day for Monday. We'll have those details coming up.
And a summertime tradition making its return to State Street tomorrow. I'm Josh Brighter live talking cars on State in the 608.
Don't miss A1 Furniture's Memorial Day sale. $1 million in inventory must be sold. 2-piece sofa and love seat or sectional only $9.99. Recliners from $2.99. Lift recliners $9.99. No interest financing for 12 months. Only at A1 Furniture.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with the big story to tell.
Hi, my name is David. I've been working hard and not giving up since I was a kid. And I bring that same spirit to Gruber Law Offices. We are fighters, scrappy but respectful, pushing hard for our clients. We know how to win, and we're not afraid to get back up after taking a hit. Advocating for the underdog and pursuing justice. We are just warming up, and we're ready to continue serving Wisconsin with all we've got. One call, that's all.
It's A1 Furniture's Memorial Day sale on now. Incredible prices on Spring Air mattresses, queen size from $2.99. Get a free adjustable base with purchase of mattress $9.99 or more. Only at the A1 Furniture and Mattress Memorial Day sale.
The nation's top call for action team is going strong at News 3 Now, with more than 160 cases closed and over $444,000 recovered. If you need help moving forward, call for action only on News 3 Now. News 3 Now, winner of 27 awards of excellence from the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association, including News Operation of the Year and Station of the Year.
We'll continue to strive for excellence every day to bring you the area's best local news coverage. News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Happening this weekend in the 608, the Cars on State Classic Car Show is coming back to the heart of downtown Madison.
That's right. Our Josh Brighter is live in downtown Madison on State Street with a sneak peek, and he is showing off some sweet rides. Hey, Josh.
You better believe it, boys. Good morning to you. Yeah, this is such a summertime tradition for downtown Madison, and really the kickoff here, the first weekend in June. Here we are, and hey, they're so excited. They brought a few of the cars out here this morning, and we're giving you a little bit of what you can expect. 3 of 100 cars that are going to be here tomorrow. I want to start with Cass. You're one of the organizers. Cass, good morning to you.
Good morning. How's it going, Josh?
Oh, it's going great. Thank you so much for being out here this morning. I mean, you guys are so excited to be out here once again for your 15th year tomorrow.
Yes, there'll be a lot of fun. There'll be a lot of cars, a big variety, different years, different decades. It'll be fun to be down here to watch everybody coming up and down, checking out the cars themselves.
So when you talk about 15 years for any event, that's a long time. How much has this event grown over the years?
We started out with the first year, we only had 3 months to try to put it together. We only had 65 cars. And after that, we've gotten bigger and bigger. The most we've had out here is 130 cars on the street at one time.
That's a lot of cars, and what I love about this is something that anybody can kind of relate to, you know, going back traditions for people's families.
Yes, you can always get Grandma and Grandpa. They had this car, that car. They traveled the country, you know, back and forth, north and south, east and west, and just a lot of memories that come back.
We also have the oldest car that you can check out right here. This is a Model T 1917. Daryl, good morning to you. Thanks for bringing this car out from Cambridge this morning.
Yes, yeah, it was a little bit of a road trip starting at 5 o'clock this morning. But yeah, I have my 1917 Model T Ford, restored in 1959 by me and my dad. So I was in high school at the time. The motor's from one part, the body's from another place, and the running gear is from a third place. So we put it together. It has been professionally painted, but all of the overhaul has been done by me or my dad, who's now passed away. But we worked on the car and put it all together. And we did 5 other cars.
Wow. So how long have you been coming here for Cars on State?
I gotta believe this is probably 10th year or something like that. Yeah.
That's a long time. You know, what makes you want to be part of a car show like this?
You know, Kaz already has mentioned about people coming in and asking you questions about your car and where'd you get it and how did you do it and where do you get parts and all that kind of stuff. And it's just interesting interacting with people. And they're just, they're curious about it. If they have kids, we let them get in the seat and take a picture, a Christmas card picture or whatever. And it's just nice. It's a family event, and we're happy to do it to help the merchants here on State Street also.
I love it, Daryl. Thank you so much. So, Cass, if people are interested, you guys are going to be out here tomorrow. This is a day-long event.
Yes, it's all day. The show actually starts at 10 o'clock, runs till 3. The restaurants and stuff will all be open. You can sit down, sit and watch people, watch cars. And I'd like to thank our sponsors, the University Bookstore, Greater State Business Association, Downtown Madison, plus our 2 new sponsors, AMS and Whitkins Realty.
Yeah, you couldn't do it without them, right?
You couldn't do it without them.
Well, thank you so much, Cass. Appreciate it. And you can come check out these cars for yourself again tomorrow right here on State Street. These are just 3 of 100 that you'll be able to see here tomorrow, guys. More information is up on channel3000.com. Learning a little history here. We're going back in time here. More than a century with that Model T, guys. How about that?
It's so cool. But it's that Corvette for me, Josh. That Corvette's going to do it every single time. That is beautiful.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
All right, Savannah Brito is here with your first warm weather forecast at 6:47 on a Friday. Hey, Savannah.
Yeah, guys, we've been talking about the drought monitor, the updates that came to yesterday morning's outlook. The Wisconsin Dells area, south of Camp Douglas, Watoma, still sitting in abnormally dry conditions. Last week at this time, though, they were still sitting under moderate drought. So improvements because of the active active pattern that we've been sitting in. May 2024, last day today, May 31st. We do start meteorological summer, and June 1st kicks off tomorrow. But recapping, we were about 5 degrees above average for the month of May. Precipitation was well above average, though. We checked in. This is data including up to yesterday, 5.5 inches. The average we usually see is closer to 3 3/4 of an inch. This is an outlook for meteorological summer, which again starts tomorrow. Our average the first of the month is in the mid 70s. We climb all the way up into the lower 80s. That's where we remain all of July. And then as we head into August, the first to the end of the month, we do drop about 3 degrees. 81 is the average high, and then 78 as we're heading into the end of the month of August. We're sitting at 49 right now, so temperatures still chilly out there across Dane County and southern Wisconsin. Some 50s out there though too. 51 in Lone Rock. It's cooler off to the lake. La Crosse has been sitting close to 60 all morning long, so temperatures are all over the place. We will warm into the mid to upper 70s today. Mixed clouds and sunshine, and then rain holds off until early tomorrow morning. So I think all of Friday looks okay. We're just going to be dealing with some clouds moving in. They increase through the afternoon. This is 6 a.m. All the shower activity still west, kind of around Prairie du Chien, La Crosse, west of Black River Falls. That's where all the showers pretty much stay well to our northwest over the day today. And then as we head into Friday or Saturday night into Sunday, that's we could be tracking more showers into the start of this upcoming work week. So the morning tomorrow, you want the umbrella till about mid-afternoon. Then the rest of Saturday looks okay. Like I mentioned, Sunday, most of the day Sunday looks okay. I think we could see a couple of showers in the evening, and then an alert day for Monday. Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible. Temperatures warm though into the 80s. So with that storm or with the warm up comes the storm chances, and then also the humidity. It will be pretty humid out there, unfortunately. After that, temperatures are going to fall. We're talking about 74 Thursday and Friday next week.
All right, Savannah, thank you. I need to make a clarification. Not a Corvette out there. That was a Mustang. I just got so excited. I misspoke. That was a beautiful red Mustang out there. My apologies.
Yeah, both would be gorgeous.
There we go.
Both are gorgeous.
All right, time is 6:50. Coming up in the morning sprint, the flag the governor will raise above the Capitol today.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, send us a picture so we can show it on TV. We'll be right back.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Festa Italia, June 1st and 2nd in McKee Farms Park in Fitchburg. A celebration of all things Italian. Enjoy a pasta and meatball dinner, pizza, sausage, hot beef, cannoli, spinky, and more. Festa Italia, 2 days of live music, fun, and Italian food.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Need inspiration? Shop Pick and Save. For over 30,000 mouth-watering choices, plus savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Pick and Save is worth it every time. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Accept the trade-offs of treating or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
You've got this. 10 days, 2 kids, and the open road. Tourist traps, set. Souvenir allowances, dispersed. Juice boxes, abundant. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you, with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs. So when must-see attractions become must-pay with cash adventures, we've got you.
Mom, why is the front door open?
You've got this with Associated Bank.
It's only paint.
It's only paint that comes in an award-winning twist and pour container. It's only paint that can cover the brightest shade of orange known to mankind in just one coat. It's only paint that will inspire you to write your masterpiece. It's only paint that will help you become TV's hottest writer, where one day you'll meet this guy who starred in that thing. So yeah, it's only paint. Only easy opening, smooth pouring, change your life both professionally and romantically. Paint.
Festa Italia, June 1st and 2nd at McKee Farms Park in Fitchburg. A celebration of Italian food, culture, and fun. Live music, cultural exhibits, children's entertainers, and a pasta eating contest. Festa Italia, 2 days of live music, fun, and Italian food.
Save on Whirlpool brands now at Brothers Main's Memorial Day sale.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
Donald Trump is now the first former president in history to become a convicted felon. A jury found him guilty of 34 counts of falsifying business records. He had his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, pay off an adult film star that Trump allegedly had a sexual encounter with. That was in an effort to hide the encounter from voters ahead of the 2016 election. Trump will now be holding a press conference on the verdict at 10 o'clock this morning.
In Minneapolis, 3 people are dead after a shooting. It happened Thursday at an apartment complex. A police officer, a civilian, and the suspected shooter are dead. 4 other people and 2 police officers are injured. Officials in Minnesota are still investigating what led to the shooting.
Today marks 7 years since the deadly explosion at Didan Milling in Cambria. The blast killed 5 people and injured more than a dozen others. An investigation found Didan's operations created hazards that led to the explosion. The company's paying millions to the estates of those killed workers. 7 of Didan's officials are also facing legal punishments for trying to cover up the company's role.
More than 1 million portable bed rails are being recalled after reports of 2 deaths. The recall involves 2 models of Bed Assist Bar adult portable bed rails. Users can become trapped within the rail or between the rail and the mattress. They were sold at Medline, Amazon, Walmart, CVS, and Walgreens. If you have this product, contact Medline for a refund.
The First Lady will be in Wisconsin today. The White House says Dr. Jill Biden will be in Milwaukee for a speech. Our affiliate there is reporting Biden will speak at the Fiesta Italiana 2024 opening ceremonies. The Italian Community Center says Biden will be at the Aurora Pavilion to deliver her remarks at 6 o'clock tonight.
Today, Governor Tony Evers will host the 6th annual Pride Month celebration. At noon, the Pride flag will be raised over the Capitol. For the 3rd time ever, Wisconsin will also fly the Progress Pride flag, which includes additional stripes forming a chevron pattern representing individuals of color, trans people, and those who are living with or who have died from HIV or AIDS.
We don't have any storms in the forecast today. All of Friday looks to shape up to be a good day, but we will have clouds that are going to be on the increase. Temperatures, though, are going to warm all the way in the mid to upper 70s. Tomorrow, 71. Could see a chance of showers in the morning, early afternoon. Then the rest of Saturday looks okay. Sunday, shower chances later. Alert day for Monday. Strong to severe thunderstorms are possible. We'll talk about the threats, what we could see. That's going to be for all of southern Wisconsin. And then we keep or hold on to a storm chance through Tuesday and Wednesday at least. But after that, maybe quieter and cooler.
All right, looking forward to that and a nice weekend as well. Savannah, thank you. Thanks for waking up with us, folks. We're back with another news and weather update coming up in 30 minutes.